Welcome back, students. In my last class I have discussed about Unicode character set. So in this session today we are going to discuss about escape sequences. Now first of all we will see what is escape sequences. An escape sequence is a set of characters that has a special meaning to the Java compiler. So this escape sequence, so these are the characters. So these characters have special meaning in a Java compiler. For example, now usually we are printing the sentences, characters and all. So if you want to print that character with some special character like with a double quote, with a single quote and all, so in that cases we are going to use one escape sequence character, that is backslash. So that point is given here. In an escape sequence a character is preceded by a backslash, so that character has to be written with the backslash. So this is escape sequence character. By using this we can print that particular characters. So I will show you that table which are those escape sequences and how we can use that escape sequence characters in programming. So let us see that table first. So here escape sequence characters are given and here short descriptions are given. So first of all /n. Now if you want to give one new line, in a program, so in that case you can write backslash followed by n. So what happens when you write this backslash n, it inserts the new line, so you will get one new line. Next, if you want to give a tab in between the characters, if you want to give a tab usually it gives on 6 spaces at a time. So 6 space can be given at a time by using tab. So in that case when you write /t, automatically one tab space will be given in that sentences. Next, if you want to print that character itself, so that backward character itself, in that case, so that character has to write like this 2 times backslash in a double quote automatically. So one character will be printed on output screen. And if you want to print a double quote, so usually when we type any sentence in a double quote, we are going to get only sentence, not that double quote. If you want to print that sentence with a double quote, in that case write that backslash and put that double quote, so that inserts the double quote. Then same way single quote, if you want to print that sentence or word with a single quote, then write that backslash and the single quote. And carriage return, so /r, it's like a pressing enter key. So when we press enter key, automatically lines shift to the that particular line shift to the next line. Okay. So in that case, in a programming, if you want to give, then you can write /r. Next, if you want to print the question mark symbol, then question mark symbol can be written like this. Then if you want to produce one beep sound, then in that case you can use this \a, it produces an audible bell, means beep sound. Then /0, so it represents a null character. Okay. So let us see in an example. Let me open BlueJ. I will take one new class. The new class, example, class name is example. Click on OK button. Let us open that class. Open the editor. I hope this font is visible for you. Let us delete this all default code. Okay. Now here let me write public static void main, then string arguments. Okay. That string arguments has to be written in double. Sorry, it should be in a small case. Only yes should be capital. Okay, keep it in your mind. String square brackets arguments, then close that round bracket, open that curly bracket, write system dot out dot println. So let me print one simple sentence. I'll write welcome to world of Java. Okay, so this is a sentence. Close that okay, end that semicolon, end that sentence with a semicolon, close that curly bracket, then close this main class curly bracket. So let us compile this. So compile, we don't have any errors, so no syntax errors. So first let me execute this. Okay, void main, and click on OK button. So now just a minute, let me clear this screen. Example, okay, here example. So now we are getting welcome to world of Java. Now I want to give one tab in between. Okay, so one thing is you can give that escape sequence /t, /t. So when you write /t, so welcome to and world of Java, in between you have one tab. Okay, means one tab space, nearly on 6 to 8 spaces. Automatically that space will be printed on your output screen. You can see. So one space, no sorry, one tab is given here in between these words. Next, if you want to print this world in a double, if you want to print only this world in a double quote, so in that case write put backslash on. Let us see. So our task was to give a double quote for this word. So let us adjust this one. Okay, so we have got the double quote, but here a little bit adjustment. Okay, here we have given a space, and here you give one space. Compile it again, execute this code. Now we have got a double quote for this world. Okay, means usually it is not possible to get the double quote directly. So in that case you can use the escape sequence to give the double quote for the particular word or particular sentence. You can give a double quote for entire sentence also. So for giving a double quote for entire sentence, give it a backslash here, escape sequence. I am going to remove this. This also I am going to remove, and here okay, we'll end it. Understand? Here what's happening? We are going to give the double quote for this line. Okay, we are printing this line with the double quote. Let us see. Okay, so now it is printing that words are printing with the double quote. Here, so this character is called as escape sequence character. So usually if you write directly, means you are not going to get a double quote. In that case you can use this escape sequence character. So next, another example, /n. If you want to give the new line, system.out.print. okay, let me write only print, and here I'll write San Francis of Assisi. Let me close this one. Then here I'll write another sentence, system out print, only print. I'm not writing ln. Okay, so print is also one method. Assisi, I'll write here school Chicory. Okay, let us compile. Okay, no errors. Now execute. Here what happens, that both the lines gets print in a single line because of print method. Now my task is to print this school Chicory in a next line. Okay, so one method what you can do here, you can use print ln. So that is inbuilt method. If you don't want to use that ln, and directly you can use that /n button here, /n. So here /n what does, it gives a new line. Okay, so let us see the output first. You will understand clearly. School Chicory. So how we got this school Chicory in the next line? Because because of this escape character, because of this /n. If you want to give new line here, you can give, no problem. At the end of the sentence also you can give. Now what happens? So there is a little bit variation in output. You will get 2 lines, because end of this sentence also we have given 1 line, and beginning of this sentence also we have given 1 line. So we got 2 empty lines. Understood? In between, if you want to break the line, then you can break it by using /n. Okay, let us break the line in between. Okay, after Francis, let me add new line /n. Okay, after Francis, /n is given, so that's why we got that of SCC in the next line. After SCC we have given 1 /n, so that's why 1 empty line is given here, and before school we have given 1 /n, that's why 1 more empty line has been printed here. So this is using new line. Next, if you want to print a double quote, single quotes and all, see here, for example, let me delete this line, and here also. Okay, now I want to print only double quote. I don't want to print anything, I want to print only double quote. Okay, let us compile. See now what happens. So when you execute, you are not going to get anything on the output screen, so nothing will be printed, no output at all. Okay, so that's why compile is not showing output screen. So if you want to print that double quote, so that's why you have to use that escape sequence. Okay, see now 1 double quote is going to print now. Okay, 1 double quote is going to print. Next, if you want to print another double quote, then write another escape sequence, then give that double quote symbol. Here what happens? So 2 double quotes will be printed on output screen. Okay, right click, okay, 2 double quotes. Okay, so if it is going in speed, so let me know that. Okay, because usually while operating the system, a little bit in speed I operate. Okay, so don't get confused. Okay, we go a little slowly. Now if you want to print single quote, let me delete this, use backward character. I want to print single quote on output screen. After making every change, you have to compile your code. Okay, compiled, no syntax errors, close it. Then again right click on this example and click on void main and click on OK button. Single quote is printing. Same way, if you want another single quote, just add 1 more backward slash like this and give that single quote. You will get another single quote. Okay, next some more examples are given. If you want to print this backslash itself, see here, if you want to print only this backslash, in that case, see now what you have got. You have got this error, unclosed string literal. So when you write backslash in a double quote, so this compiler is going to throw the error. You will get the error message. If you want, directly it is not possible to print this backward character, escape sequence character directly on output screen. So for that, what you have to do, write another backslash. Okay, now compile, no syntax errors, and when you will execute, you will get that backward backslash character. Okay, so directly if you write in a double quote, usually what we say, whatever we write in a double quote, it is going to print as it is. But when it comes for this special type of characters, in that case compulsory you have to use this escape sequence characters. Okay, it is mandatory. Okay, so So almost all points are covered. You can try that question mark and all, okay, because method is same, only you have to change that character and you can try it. So that the same examples are given. You write that examples in your system and you check the output, what you are going to get in on the output screen. Okay, so here I am going to end this session. So in the next class we will discuss about tokens. Okay, thank you for watching.